and welcome to Channel Divinity. Thank you all so much for joining us. We're so glad to be back after some technical troubles last stream, but we're all good now. So we are looking forward to a great session. I think unless you guys have any other announcements at the top of our stream, the only thing I want to shout out is go check us out on social media at Chan Divinity on basically every platform, and join our Discord, which Nightbot will probably pop in the chat at some point this session, and we'll see you there.
I think Zoe had a shout out.
Yeah, I would like to give a quick shout out to our good friend Hunter for crafting this cocktail. It's called Stargazer from our home game. So we love you, Hunter.
We love you, Hunter.
What's in it? What's in the cocktail?
Yeah, what's in it? Yeah,
You can't just shout the cocktail.
Well, I can't give away his recipe.
Spoil it.
That feels like spoilers, but
right, Hunter can give it out if he wants to.
So yeah.
All right.
We're looking up intellectual property.
All right. Well, I guess if you see Hunter in the chat and want the recipe for the Stargazer, go ahead and hit him up for that one. Otherwise, we'll toss it over to Kyra for a recap.
All right, so it's a little short this week as the aforementioned technical difficulties, but that's fine. After meeting with Apassos, our party took off from camp towards Whitestone. As we set up camp that following night, the crew asked for a scary story, which Calesta obliged with a ghost story, and ended up freaking Wellen the fuck out. Maybe herself with a cliffhanger? Whoops. The crew then sets up watches for the night, and during Calesta's, who took first watch, she hears a noise and takes off to wake up Wellen and Liz. Liz is convinced that Calesta's just freaked out from her own story and doesn't want to get up at first. However, after realizing there are actually beasts in the tree, she's more than happy to bring the fight to their level. With a little effort, the crew is able to take down these beasts. They look like panthers with like 4 tails. I don't know. And we're going to pick up with the second watch.
Yes, we pick up with Sirius and Lance as the rest of your party goes to sleep. Calesta and Liz treating a couple scratch marks, but otherwise everyone looking no worse for wear, leaving the two of you by the campfire if there's anything you want to do on your watch.
we just get a nap during our watch. So obviously I would like to move myself by the campfire if my best friend will join me here. He runs to the
runs into the woods and never to be seen again.
He tries to climb a tree and falls again.
Can I try to climb a tree?
Just like
No, go ahead. If you want to try and climb a tree, be my guest. I think I still have spell slots left. I could feasibly heal you.
Not again.
So Sirius is gonna sort of dust himself off. Got a little scratched up, but nothing too major. Nothing that a good old fashioned cure wounds on himself won't fix. But he's gonna sort of look over at Lance. You okay? You good? You didn't get swiped up?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm good. I was looking a little rough there for a second, and then Wellen healed me, and then I healed me. So I think I'm okay.
So cool.
I think I have a gift for you. Let me know if this is
not my birthday.
I mean, that's you can't just only expect gifts on your birthday. That's not how gifts work. If you I think part of gift giving is the surprise of it. So if you're just prepared for gifts on a specific day, there's no surprise. So it lessens the impact of it.
I'm never really surprised or prepared to get gifts on my birthday, but I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. But I
what?
I think that everybody should get gifts all of the time. They're pretty great,
They're pretty cool. Yeah.
But you remember back a little while ago when we fought some werewolves and their big bad boss man had a big bad boss man sword?
I don't think I actually saw him.
Did Lance ever actually? I feel like Lance had seen Merrick.
So Merrick was up behind some rocks on the thing. Lance immediately jumped down to the person that shot at
you. Not the body.
You saw his dead body.
That's true. Okay, that's true.
So we never really we never really got the chance to figure out what his big bad boss man sword did, but. And he's gonna take out the I think it's a great sword. Is it a great sword, Riley? I don't remember.
It is.
Okay, he's gonna take out the great sword from his bag of holding and sort of like struggle with it a little bit because it's heavy and he is not a swordy boy. And then he's gonna sort of like unceremoniously like drop it because he doesn't know how to hand people swords.
Clang, 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 clang on the rock, like of the ground, super loud.
He's like, oh, Lance like picks it up.
It's this huge sword. It's a solid, like, over 4 feet long, like just about 5 inches wide. It's a very, very beautiful, large, very well kept sword that's got this like red leather around the pommel with runes sort of up inscribed. That just barely catch the firelight up the center of the sword.
What do these say?
Wait, what does like the little runes?
Yeah.
Is there any way that I could like read those runes at all, Riley?
Do you have the identify spell?
I do not.
You can make an Arcana check, but there's only really so much you can learn about the nature of the weapon and the nature of the runes without identifying the sword itself.
Okay, I will try an Arcana check. Let's see what happens, That's a 15. That's not bad.
With the 15, it's definitely magical. It seems as though it's some amount of enchantment, not in like the charm person kind of school of magic, but in amplifying the sword's own capabilities kind of enchantment.
Okay.
That's all you're really able to get.
So
it's a very sword.
It's a super sword.
So it's I can't really tell you exactly what it is. There's a spell that can do that. I haven't figured out how to sort of, get that in my brain quite yet, but it looks like it's like Sword 2. Like it's a super duper ultra mega turbo sword.
It's a new type of sword. It looks like a great sword.
Right. I think it like, you use it like a great sword, but I'm sure it has some like cool magic-y effect on it,
Okay, cool.
Cinque, if you want to go ahead and add an unidentified greatsword in your inventory.
Okay, and do I have to attune to it?
It does take. You can spend your. If you want to spend the time to try to attune to it to see if you need to or not, you can.
Would Lance know about attuning things? Attuning to things?
Yeah, you probably would just from your time in the arms.
Okay, you said unidentified.
Here, I just added it for
you did.
you.
Oh, bless. Okay, yeah, he'd probably like stand up and like practice using it. I can say that. Yeah, he takes the time to attune instead of just sitting there and looking at the sword and believing. He's probably trying to use it.
Great. Cool.
That's about like an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess. And while he's doing that, and be like, it's not too heavy. It's pretty cool.
Is this the like training that you and Calesta do every morning? Because it seems like a lot of work.
That's more like she beats me up. Because she's better at fighting than me.
That sounds like abuse. Wake up every morning and get punched in the face?
But I get better at fighting because of that.
Do you get better at getting punched in the face?
No, sometimes I don't get punched in the face. But then she does something else to punch me in the face again. So I have to, it's a this is a learning process.
Okay. So it's a progression, and the goal is to just never get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool.
That sounds awful.
I don't know. It's like, it's like, let's say when I guess I'll compare it to, have you ever like worked out with like, I don't know, any type of heavy things or anything?
No.
Okay, I'll do my best to try to explain. It's like when you work out a lot, it starts to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep doing it after a while, you'll get stronger and it doesn't hurt.
So it's like studying for your muscles. Because, if you're in a school and you have like homework and curriculum, and for me, it was magic, and you study and you do it over and over and over again. Eventually, you get better at it over time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That makes sense. So hopefully you stop getting punched in the face. That waking up early and getting hit.
I'll get there eventually, hopefully.
Let me know if you ever want me to wake up with you and like...
Are you going to punch her in the face?
No, God, no. Oh, absolutely not. I would die. Not only would I break the bones in my hand, probably, I would then have to get punched in the face. And do you see this face? This is not a face that should get punched in. This is not a face that should get punched in.
It is a very beautiful face.
Thank you. Years of skincare routines.
But what were you saying?
I was going to say that how like I could probably like heal you up or make an illusion of you so that she thinks she's punching you in the face, but she's not. That way you can like sneak up on her and get the best of her.
Are you going to wake up that early?
I would have to be woken up. I would not. Y'all wake up before the sun does, and that should be against the law.
It's true. I think in the long run, it's better for me to learn how to not get punched instead of trying to cheat the system.
Fair enough. I resent the idea that it's cheating.
Or gaining an advantage in the system.
Fair enough. You're a work harder kind of person, and I respect that. Mm-hmm. I do.
And he continues to, I guess, attune to the...
Yeah, as you guys, so as you sort of spend your watch getting accustomed and like sort of checking out the sword, doing a little bit of like your solo training exercises, Cinque, I will drop this sword into your inventory. It takes your whole watch to identify it.
Cool.
But you should see it up there at the top of your weapons section. You want to go ahead and read it, or you can hold on to it and...
I'll read it now for the
to.
homies and everybody else. So it
Let's
is
go.
a vicious greatsword. A mighty two-handed blade is over 4 feet long. That's very long and almost 5 inches wide. That's crazy. This weapon requires extensive martial training, but those proficient in it are the formidable warriors. When you roll a d20, when you roll a 20 on your attack, I could basically add an extra 2d6 of damage.
Yo.
On top of the crit damage?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of
So when
damage.
you crit with the greatsword, it'll do 66 points of damage.
So I just wanna when he crits. Okay.
The 2d6 does not get added to the doubling of the dice. It's on top of the
I
double.
get what
2d6.
Sean's saying, though. I get what Sean's getting at.
Yeah,
so when I crit,
it's fine.
Yes.
You're the
Well,
wrong.
it's when you
No,
for
it
what
says,
I was
it
thinking
says
of.
actually, excuse me, it says when you roll,
When you roll a 20.
on your
Okay.
attack
I roll
roll.
a 20.
Okay.
So
It's
now
fine
when I
because
get
you're
my
not a
fancy-
champion fighter. But
That's also very true.
if
That's
you
very true.
were, that was why I was trying to be very specific about it.
It
Nah,
says
I
in the
understand,
description
yeah.
of 20. But
Okay.
you
fair
spend your
enough.
watch. Can I get a perception check from either both or one of you?
You want to do
what
it at
is-
advantage?
Sure, I'll do it. I don't have a good perception, but you know. That's a 7.
You're just serious. You're like caught in the machinations of like, okay, but if I were to like help Lance in this training with Calesta, what exactly would I do? And as he's sort of like checking out this sword, you just kind of have this whole plan in your head, and then you're like, it's time to go back to bed.
All right, we're waking up the spooning besties, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Then I will go ahead and can I just? I don't want to distract Lance from his training, so I will just go over and wake them up first. You're like, hi. It's not morning, so I'm not going to say good morning, but
Good morning.
good morning to you. But it is now your turn.
No more ghosts?
Not that I noticed, so we should be fine.
Let's hope so. All right.
And then
Off to sleep. All right. Wellen and Liz, anything you guys would like to do on your watch?
Did we like? Are the dead bodies of those panther things just like there? They're just
Yep.
still over there.
They sure are. Yeah. Like there and like there.
You want me to like drag them away?
No, I was wondering if we wanted to just check them out. I mean, they're dead, right? Like they're not gonna do anything to us. I don't know. They seem like very weird animals. I've never seen anything with tails like that before.
Yeah. If you want to look at them.
What?
I mean, I don't usually do that, but you're a lot smarter, so you probably learned something from it. I reckon I'd just be poking around with a dead thing.
Yeah, I mean, it helps to figure out what something looks like in case you ever want to tell the story again, or if, I don't know, there's more of these, we know how they work or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you, and as you're sort of checking them out, either both of you or one of you with advantage can roll, we'll say Arcana, History, Nature check.
I
Any
think
of those.
I think for Wellen in particular, the big important question to him is like, is this a natural creature, like, or is this something like somehow created or from another plane? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I would say then probably Arcana or Nature, whichever you choose.
I'll do Nature. Oh,
20.
the nat 20. Hey.
Yeah, so Wellen, you have actually upon closer look and now kind of in the firelight as they're not moving around and trying to sort of attack you. You've heard of these creatures before. These are called displacer beasts. And they are a naturally occurring creature, and as you sort of saw, is their whole thing is they're able to sort of project this magical illusion that makes it appear to be standing sort of near but not quite in its actual location, which makes them very, very hard to hit. And you actually, I would say, you do know that their hides can be worth some money because they're a key component in the magic item, the Cloak of Displacement.
Oh.
But yeah, they are naturally occurring. They usually travel in small packs of, like, I would say 2 to 5. Generally hunters. They're very similar to almost like a panther, except obviously they have those tentacles that are their main form of attack.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it looks like, you know how they were kind of weird and wiggly and kind of had this shady thing going on about them? It's like part of how their skin works almost. They like project this illusion. It might be worth some money if we like want to take it into town and sell it. Just kind of skin one of them, or I don't know. I don't know if anyone here is good with doing that. I know we would do that. Like we had people who did that. Hunters would do that back home.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose we can try.
Could even maybe make something that like where you have the wiggly woobly kind of shimmer. You can't be seen.
I think there might be some people that need it more than me.
Yeah.
Some people are kind of loud.
I will say, well, and with a natural 20, you know it's less of a stealth thing and more of a
Like a
making you
defensive
harder to
thing.
hit thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Than making you like quieter or harder to see.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a hiding thing. Like it's like a, am I here? Am I there? Where are you gonna hit me? You can't hit me, kind of thing.
Oh,
But
I would like that.
yeah, it sounds up your alley. I don't know if I would be able to skin it. He's not Wellen wasn't a hunter or anything like that, but he could try if no one else can. Maybe we'll wait till the morning though.
I mean, yeah, we can ask. I guess I've been told I'm pretty good with a dagger, but I don't know if that's like the tool for the job.
Something that
I've never
cut.
skinned a magic panther before.
I think a dagger is probably the closest tool we have, or maybe I kind of pull out my little spear tip thing. Maybe we can do a little combo.
Maybe, or maybe you use the spear for what it's supposed to be.
It pokes things. It cuts. It goes inside things.
Yeah, but remember that time that you also thought that it could pick locks?
I was freaking out. That's different. I was stressed. You know.
That's fair. It was a tough situation.
Yeah. It's fair though.
Kind of in checking these things over too, well, one thing that you both kind of notice is that even in death, their eyes still seem to glow with this like very like soft green, just sort of glow, sort of at the back of them that just doesn't really seem to go away.
I reckon we could scare the shit out of somebody with that.
You want to take the eyes out of its head?
I mean, if we're skinning it anyways.
Yeah, maybe. I
Waste
hope
not, want not. That's what Mama always says.
can't. Yeah, don't want to not listen to mom. We hopefully the eyes stay glowing. I don't know if it's like you take it out, it's gonna like.
Yeah, if we like disconnect it.
Yeah, but we can try it.
This is a little morbid of us, I feel. I'm okay with it if you are, but I just wanted to acknowledge, you know?
We've been around a lot of dying people lately, more than usual. Maybe it's just kind of natural curiosity.
Okay.
Wellen looks up at him, and the fire is like lighting him from below, and it's just kind of like hunched over this body. He's not at all like trying to be menacing. He's just this weird little dude.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
So should we?
Maybe we should wait until we can see better. It's 2 a.m.
Okay.
If everyone's cool with us trying it.
We should maybe do it before Sirius wakes up, though. I have a feeling that he would think that this is gross, and I don't want to hurt his better sensibilities.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, I guess then let's just do it. We're the last watch until morning, right?
Yeah.
Let's just get into it then.
Okay.
Okay. So there are 2 beasts here, and I think what I'm gonna have you folks do is I'm actually gonna make this a survival check to
So
in
Wellen, you should definitely do this.
Can we make it where my survival is like augmenting her dexterity? Like I'm like guiding her as to how to do it properly.
one of you can give the other a help action. If I will say that if like you want to be helping each other, one of you can roll. I will say if Liz wants to help and doesn't want to, one of you can roll basically a wisdom survival roll or a dexterity check to see if you're able to help the other person. So you have to roll to be able to see if you're able to help, and then the other person will make the actual roll to do the skinning, and we're going to do 2 checks, 1 for each beast.
Okay. I don't know what your dex score is, but I feel like it's higher than my.
I have a +4 to dex.
I have a +3 to survival. I don't have proficiency in it. So I feel like it may make more sense to see if I can give you advantage.
Is it a flat dex check or is it a dexterity skill check?
It's a dexterity ability check.
Okay. Because if I could do sleight of hand, then it would be better. But okay.
Yeah, it's just a flat dexterity ability check.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to roll wisdom to see if you can help me,
Give you
and
advantage.
then I'll roll a dex check. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a survival check, Wellen.
That's a 20.
Let's go.
Good numbers.
20 definitely is doable. So you're kind of directing Liz sort of the right places to incise and how deep to cut and all of this kind of stuff. Liz, if you want to go ahead and make your first dexterity ability check with advantage.
All right. That's a 23.
23. All right. So after, we'll say it takes you probably the better part of an hour to get the first beast cleaned, but you have one pretty, I mean, as clean as it can be, displacer beast pelt that you can definitely add to your inventory.
We can lay it out to dry or hang or something and then put it in the bag later.
I don't think that we hang it up, because if Lance wakes up and sees this hanging from a tree, he gonna run the opposite way for a long time, I feel.
Okay, so do we have the bag? Is the bag of holding around?
That feels very disrespectful. Maybe we can so there's some rocks over in like on the thing. Can we just kind of like lay it out on the rocks?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I vote we just do it like that, and then I'll get rid of the bodies, and then no one will have to think that it was creepy. Hopefully.
Okay.
All right, that is the first one done. Can I get another dexterity ability check with advantage, Liz?
Okay, second one.
Oh,
A 17?
17. This one is not quite as clean. This one was kind of the one that you guys sort of just circled and beat up on as it tried to run away last time. So it's not quite as clean of a pelt. It's not as easy as a cut. I would say in your inventory, I would mark this as just like the messier cut of the two. You are able to get it, but it's not as good of quality as the other.
Are you putting it in your inventory, Zoe, or should I?
I
Or we
can
wanna
keep the
just each
good
take
one,
one?
and you can keep the messy
Okay.
one.
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Cool.
Anything else on your watch?
Well, honestly, that made me a little bit less freaked out about Calesta's story. Kind of got it off my mind.
Yeah, that really seemed to scare you.
I don't know. It was spooky. She's like, there's the whole ambiance. She's kind of got the whole dark vibe about her already. I don't know. She's a good storyteller. It was scary.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
And I'm missing on something here, but I'll let it go. It's fine. Okay. I guess we finish our watch. I guess we have to actually do watches, don't we? Like do perception checks at some point.
You do, yes.
Is that gonna be? I guess you want to make them separately, or do you want to do a help?
I can help you.
For sure. I'll do with an advantage then. Ooh. It's a 21.
All right. With the 21, as the sun rises, you guys have a peaceful morning after you sort of skin these animals and dispose of what's left just sort of in the river to be washed away. As it's time to wake the rest of camp.
long rest, long rest, long rest.
You all get a long rest.
Oh
yes.
yeah. Long
Let's
rest.
go. Oh, I'm gonna end up taking 2 because I didn't realize that you can prompt everyone. I forget about that.
Foundry VTT, good stuff.
Not sponsored, by the way, but
We just
Foundry,
love
if you're somehow watching, you know.
We love you, though. All right. Anything you guys wish to do before you take off on your last day's travel towards Whitestone?
I guess as everyone's waking up, at some point, one would like to kind of just direct everyone towards the pelts on the rocks and be like, so last night, Liz and I skinned those things that we killed because I took a good look at them, and it seems like, you know, the way that the skin is made, they kind of has this like illusory thing to it. It might be like a pretty cool like cape or like a cloak or something like that. That could be good. And even if we can't make one ourselves, or find if someone can make one, we can maybe sell it to somebody. Seems like pretty rare animals.
You're saying if you put that on, somebody will be harder to hit?
I mean, not that as it is on the rocks right now. Don't pick it up. But I mean,
I
yes,
think maybe though you should try it.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe, you know,
I think it would look really good
But
with your outfit.
it's still
the color kind of
still
matches your
all
cape already.
bloody.
No, it's not. We dried it.
It's been just
No,
about
it's
a
not.
couple.
We dried it.
Then let's take a look. Like, he's not gonna insight check. He's just gonna take a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty grisly looking a little bit. Pretty yucky.
Maybe we should watch it.
Well,
I mean, I already have a cloak, and I might get hit a lot, but I'm not too concerned about getting hit a lot. So
I'm just thinking we can do something with it if we bring it to town. You know, it's a pretty common thing for people to, bring in the pelts of, beasts that they've slayed and sell them off. These seem
are
like
we gonna make
pretty,
2 of them?
pretty special beasts. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do with them. If they're too heavy, maybe we'll just drop one. But I think we can probably move with these.
Well,
Yeah,
why
I
would they
mean-
be too heavy? We got the magic bag, right?
I just look at Sirius.
You also are
Um,
traveling on horseback, right?
We can.
No, we're not.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we're
no,
not.
you're not.
We've
You're
been on
super
foot.
not.
Yeah.
We don't have to put them in the bag. I can carry them.
I just don't want the tents to smell like
Yeah, that's a good.
that.
Yeah.
Isn't it like an infinite space bag though? Don't they like? Aren't they?
Yeah,
Like,
can you like put it
roomy?
further?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Are there
push it
separate
further.
dimensions?
I
Like, is there
think we
one
should
for
respect
seven?
his face.
Face.
I do respect his face.
Thank you. Thank you.
Liz will sort of get the nicer one that she did, and just sort of like
Yeah, how heavy are they? Lance can just pick up
They're
the other one.
carryable, at least for the day, for sure. It's kind of not very pleasant. Like it's definitely a little bit gross, but
Mhm.
you can definitely carry them for the day.
If it's
Yeah,
too
I
much, we
think
don't
we'll
have
be
to have
fine.
both of them. We can get rid of one. I just thought that I looked at them.
Are you saying that we're
got
not strong
inspired.
enough?
No,
I bet I
that's
can
good.
run faster carrying it than you can.
I just,
Lance is going to try to sprint at full speed with this heavy thing, with his armor and his heavy thing in his hand.
So Liz is
You're
very
gonna get
fast,
tired.
but Lance
Yeah, I
is
know.
very strong. So I actually think that it kind of balances out between the two of you.
They're like Liz gets like she sprints for a little bit and then gets tired and then has to like catch up. I love that.
But
Well,
Okay, maybe we call
It's
it a
gonna be a
truce now.
day.
I think we've gone far enough, partner.
Far enough? Wait,
You
where are we
tired?
going to?
No, I'm not tired. I don't get tired.
we're headed to Whitestone. You hear Wellen from 50 feet away.
So are we running all the way to Whitestone? Is that where the race is ending?
That feels like a long distance to me.
Okay.
I'm
But
not
I'm
running.
willing to do
I like
it.
truces. I like truces.
Yeah.
I like truces. I'm a fan of a truce. Can always go for a good truce.
I can always go for a good truce.
White flags, love waving those. You know,
Love 'em, love 'em.
Bro, and if we can call it an armistice.
Oh.
yeah.
Bro.
maybe even a treaty. Oh,
Yeah.
peak.
all right, and you all hit the road on the way to Whitestone. Anything anybody would like to do before you approach the city? Otherwise,
No, let's get in the
No.
city.
Well, I want to just ask Sirius. You were headed to Whitestone when we all met. Is there any special thing that you know about it, or like spots to hit or people to see?
I mean, I came here to try and get an audience with the leadership here. Try and maybe pick their brains a little bit. I don't know any of the local spots or anything, if that's what you're asking.
About
just
anything
wanted
in
to-
particular?
I'm sorry.
About anything in particular?
I mean, I just wanted to see if they had any general suggestions for running an economically successful, culturally astonishing locale. And I know that the Derolos are a pretty big deal. So
if you want, as you guys are talking about Whitestone, those of you native to Taldore or have been here for a while, you are welcome to roll a history check to see what you might know about the city.
history.
if you think your character would have knowledge.
Woo! That's a
Roll
natural
21.
I don't know if Wellen would have knowledge. He might, but it would be, I feel very tertiary.
You can roll with disadvantage if you want to.
Yeah,
reflect
I'm gonna
that.
say it's his limited knowledge of Vox Machina that he knows about it from.
Great. All right. So Liz, Sirius, and Calesta, you all have heard about Whitestone for sure. It used to be its own city-state separate from the continent of Tal'Dorei some maybe 50 years ago or so, just about before it was actually part of being ruled by the Tal'Dorei Council itself. It is ruled by the Derolo family, who are current rulers there after a brief displacement by the Briarwoods, which I think you guys already had a little bit of knowledge of through your travel through the Parchwood Timberlands and just sort of the awareness of the undead there. Other things that to know about Whitestone, its current rulers are Lord Percival and Lady Vexalia, who also sits on the Tal'Dorei Council, both of which are also ex-members of the Vox Machina adventuring party, who are of course legendary throughout Tal'Dorei. I would say things to note in Whitestone are, as of course, they are the premier producers of Residuum, which is a magical sort of export that is, and I would say Sirius probably is the only one who knows about this with your Nat 20, that it is basically Residuum is something that can be an equal monetary value of Residuum. Residuum can be subbed in for any monetary spell component, which makes it quite valuable, especially in the recent rebuilding of Tal'Dorei after the Chroma Conclave attacks, as the Alabaster Lyceum and all of these other mage groups were sort of working to quickly rebuild the continent. Residuum became in hot demand. And so that has kind of led to the flourishing of Whitestone in these times. I think other things to note is it is also one of the sort of, I would call it a tourist destination or a pilgrimage destination for some, is the Sun Tree in the center of the city, which is said to be a relic of the Dawn Father from the Calamity Age. The Dawn Father is said to have returned to Whitestone after chasing the Chained Oblivion across all of Exandria and planted a single seed where the Knowing Mentor was nearly destroyed and the Sun Tree grew from the Dawn Father's tears. So that is definitely something that they are known for. They have various other temples there. There's, I would say, pretty strong affiliations to the Dawn Father, the Everlight, and the Matron of Ravens. All are kind of the three primary gods in this city. And I think that's probably the biggest things to note. After that, good old lore dump. Any specific questions about Whitestone? I would say Sirius, Calesta, and Liz probably could all, if you guys have more specific information that you would want to know, I can answer any questions you might have.
Oh wait, the Sun Tree. That's a thing, right? That's a known kind of quantity in Whitestone, right? To the Ashari.
I mean, it kind of tickles something at the back of Wellen's brain, but you're not 100% sure. It's like there's a big tree there.
Okay.
If I wanted to get an audience with the Derolos, would I know who I would need to speak with, like an ambassador of some sort or some sort of bureaucrat that may not, be able to get me there, but that would be at least like an entry level person, like a reception for the city hall?
That's a great question. I would say you probably know that, like, Castle Whitestone is not completely inaccessible. Like, they will hold public audience times, things like that. You know that Percival and Vexalia often are traveling around. Vexalia is on the Tal'Dorei Council, which keeps them very busy. But Percival's sister Cassandra is on the Chamber of Whitestone as well, and she's kind of a bit more of a homebody, is a little bit more accessible to the people there. She might, if you can figure out how to get an audience with her, that might be helpful. But you can always go inquire at Castle Whitestone as well. It's not super closed off to the public. Cool. But otherwise, it's a big city, plenty of wares and other things to be found there. If there's any sort of things you guys would wish to stock up on, this would definitely be a good place to do it. It's the biggest city from here until probably Western, which is quite a bit of travel away. Cool.
Cool.
Can I get a D20 roll from somebody on this last day of travel?
Sure.
Not it.
Private
Haven't done
GM.
it yet.
Let's get it.
Private. I have to actually do 20. There we go.
Cool. And sort of most of this travel, you guys have actually come out of the Parchwood Timberlands today into these like quiet farmlands with these small homesteads and just kind of 5 or 6 house villages that you pass as you get closer to the surrounding city. It's also, traffic has picked up a bit for people going in and out for their daily travel, to drop off their wares or whatever in the city as you move forward. And it's a pretty quiet day's travel, and it's much busier, I think, than you guys have been used to. It's kind of nice to have people around a little bit as you kind of come out of the ghost forest, for sure. It's a little reassuring. You see like armed sort of guards traveling here and there. There's like merchant carts who have armed escorts, so you're like, oh, okay. It's not just us anymore.
We can camp without taking watches.
Well,
I don't know
you won't
about that
need
one.
to. Actually, as you all approach sort of in this farmlands of the forest to the city of Whitestone. Pull it up, sort of coming over and cresting over this hill.
Ooh.
To see the castle sit
Interesting.
up above the rest of the city on this cliffside. I wish that I could claim this beautiful art, but I will definitely post credits in our stream comments as soon as I can find it on our break. But you see the Castle Whitestone and all of its sort of beautiful white stone. Surprisingly, you guys are like, oh, wow, that name is actually literal here.
Yeah.
White stone. Okay. Sitting up above this kind of definitely not as big as Amon. Those of you who have been there, not as big as Cinque, but a nice small little city that seems to be bustling with life. And
I turned to Calesta and I'm like, talk about an ivory tower.
What?
I'm sorry, never mind. I let it go. He walked away.
Okay.
And he turns back after saying sorry, never mind. He goes, it's like you know, like the stone is white like ivory, and like it's like a castle, like noble's ivory tower. It's like a whole thing. I thought you might like the joke. He walks away again.
So at this time, it's sort of a light rain seems to be approaching on the horizon. It's sort of late afternoon here. The city is yours if there's anything specific that you wish to search for in it. I would say those of you who rolled higher, so I think it was Calesta, Sirius, and Liz. No, there's a couple of different wards to Whitestone. There's the Northern Ward, the Common Ward, the Southern Ward, and the Dawnfather Square. They all have sort of different sections and benefits to them, but you could probably find a place to stay over in the kind of northern ward and by the Dawnfather Square in the northern side of the city.
Okay. Before we do all of the like touristy stuff, because you know I gotta go to the Sun Tree. We've got to go shopping. This is This is the big time, you guys.
You're very excited.
I don't understand why you're not. This is Whitestone. Like
I'm excited because you're excited.
this is Anyway, before we do all of that, we should find a place to sleep first. This way we have room. And this way it's not, 11:30 at night and we're wasted, stumbling along the street, trying to figure out where we're going to sleep.
We should probably see
This is
where
very
we
specific.
should drop these off first, because I don't think taking this bloody pelt that he kind of rolls out, I don't think we should take that into a tavern.
Fair enough. So
you can find a tanner, maybe.
Yeah, we go take care of those first. And then we find a place to sleep, and then we go everywhere else.
When are you gonna do your talking to
yeah,
we have
should
an actual
try and,
mission.
We should try and do that before we do the everything else. But I also agree these pelts are not going to make it easy for us to get an audience with anybody, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
We could offer them as a gift.
That's not a bad
I don't
idea.
think they'd like that very much.
What happened? Don't you want to wear the pelt?
I mean, I do, but if it would help Wellen.
I don't know if they wouldn't like a pelt.
Not
I don't know.
is.
Not as is. We probably want to get it processed in some way, or at least cleaned
I hope
up.
we can get 2 of them.
So Tanner first, then we go talk to whoever we need to go talk to, so that Wellen gets his closure, as it were, and we can figure out the sort of
Wait, who do you think that we're talking to, and why?
I mean, obviously there's all of the stuff going on with the Ashari, and the attack from the Lichens. We've got to go talk to whoever we're talking to for that.
Well, you said closure, and
I think you wanted to talk to the Derolos, who are the leaders here.
Sure.
I think we might be looking to seek out the same kind of audience, because I just need to get to someone who can get to the council, because that's how I know someone can get in touch with Keyleth.
Okay. So from what I've heard, the actual the leaders of the city, Percival and Vexalia, usually not here, but
okay,
Cassandra normally is here. Cassandra Derolo, sister. So we might be able to, if we can explain why we're here, talk to her.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Yeah,
and then have her talk to somebody who is associated with the council.
Yes, that would be ideal, I think.
I will say, I did say that Percival and Vexalia are the leaders, but Whitestone is actually ruled by the Chamber of Whitestone, which is a small council in and of itself, upon which both of them have seats and are kind of traditionally by all of the people. It's it's Percy and Cassandra, and then everybody else is also on the council, but it is equal rulership between the council or the Chamber of Whitestone.
Okay.
I realized I didn't make that completely clear.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're symbolically kind of at the head, but really it's just a legislature kind of thing. Okay.
But first stop, Tanner, to take care of these skins.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go talk to Tanner.
Is that a friend of yours?
I've never met Tanner.
I think we're going to find a Tanner, not someone named.
So just any type of any Tanner, anyone.
Probably
named
Danny.
A Tanner means it's someone who turns pelts into leather
with magic.
Maybe,
No.
but also there's regular methods to do it. Yeah. Not everyone has magic, but everyone needs clothes mostly.
I know.
You just magic explained.
All right.
Let's go
Can I
find
get
it.
one of you guys to make an investigation check as you're searching this city for a tanner?
I can. I think my investigation.
I got a -1 to investigation if you want me to roll. You
I've
know?
got a +5
no.
to mine, so I can roll investigation.
Should we like ask
That's
people?
still a natural 1 for a total of 6.
Should we
Could
like
we
talk
help
to
him?
somebody?
I can try.
So Sirius kind of takes the lead, and it takes you guys a good. You kind of tromp around this city for a good 90 minutes without really finding anything until Calesta's like, "Look,
I think I know the place.
I kind of hope
Okay.
you roll a natural
oh
one
yeah,
as well.
yeah." No,
No,
Calesta
I
rolled
got
a
a 22. A
natural
Ah.
20.
Oh, okay.
Oh
It
no!
would have been funnier if she had rolled a natural 1, to be clear, but the dice gods
So-
give it and they take it away.
Of course.
Sirius leads you guys to hither and yon looking for a tanner, and you just cannot seem to find anybody. And
I'm
Quest
just
is like,
fully like starstruck by the fact that I'm in what is in my head Times Square, New York City.
Quest is like, let's look over here. And kind of, you're in the tourist zone a little bit walking around right now, and you kind of, to get here, pass through like more like our like traditional merchants and the places where people live. And Quest is like, I feel like we're gonna have better luck back here. And like within 15 minutes of getting there, you guys are able to find a place. It's just looks to be like a small house made of this like dark pine kind of wood with this clay roof. Kind of got the blacksmith stuff outside, just to the side. You see that there's a man sort of looks to be actually tanning a hide outside as well. I see.
Hello. Kind of as we walk up as a group.
Oh, hi. How can I help you?
So Liz holds the thing up and I gesture towards it. We killed some beasts, some displacer beasts, and I have heard that you can like make pretty cool like cloaks out of them. I was wondering if you would be willing to clean up and do your tanner thing to make these into like usable leather, and then maybe we can see about getting it enchanted or tailored in some way.
Bring those over here. Let me have a look. What is your name, young man?
I'm Wellen.
Well, it's a pleasure. I'm Atwood. Please.
Nice to meet you.
Right here. Right here.
Her name's not Tanner. Okay.
No, but I am a tanner by trade.
Okay.
That's the important part, Lance.
He kind of goes and checks them out. He says, "These are quite the beasts that you have got here. Yes, I should be able to. This one will need," and kind of points to the one that's a little bit in worse quality. I may have to trim this one a bit, but between the two of them, you should have enough material for a fine cloak indeed. I can't do any of the enchanting myself, but you should be able to find a place in Whitestone here to be able to take care of that for you.
So one of those. I turn it serious and are there one of those magic stores here?
Riley, are there one of those magic stores here?
You would be surprised if there wasn't.
There's gotta be something. This place has everything. There's gotta be at least one magic store.
Yeah,
We
maybe we'll
should
take it to
avoid
a
the
magic
tourist
store.
parts because they'll probably upcharge.
Smart, shrewd.
To clean these up for you, if you are keeping the materials, to clean them up for you, I would take them, cost maybe 25 gold to clean them up.
That's a decent amount of money. I have 101 on me. Is that for both of them or just for the
For
one?
the both.
I happen to have played my own little part in in defeating and skinning these beasts, and I reckon I did a pretty decent job. 25 seems a little steep, don't you think?
Make a persuasion check, Liz.
Okay.
Let's go, Liz.
That's not great. That's a 14.
Not bad.
But it's a 14.
25 is, I would say, a pretty fair market price for something like this, especially not keeping any of the material itself. I could knock maybe 5 gold off for a total of 20.
20
that's-
sounds pretty
That's very
good,
reasonable, right?
especially if we're gonna get a cloak out of it.
And if you'd like, and to be clear, this is just the leather. I'm not going to
Right.
be able to make the cloak for you.
No, yeah.
That will take additional enchanting services and likely additional cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I could probably have these cleaned up for you in about 5 days or so.
I just kind of I look around like I don't know if we were gonna be here for that long. I guess that's fine.
I'm sure Sirius can find something for us to do. What's your
There's
name, sir?
plenty.
Atwood.
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 Yeah, 5 days. We'll come back and get the leather. Can we pay you on like a half now, half then kind of deal?
Certainly, yes. It's
Great.
only fair.
Thank you. And I pull 10 gold and drop it in his hand.
And he will take it.
And how do you... And it is ensured that we will get all of this back, yes?
Yes, as much as I can. I mean, this one, like I mentioned, is it's not quite a total clean skin, so not all of it will make it through the tanning process, but as much of it as I'm able to salvage, yes.
Okay.
Are you suspicious, Calesta? Would you like to roll an insight check?
Yes, Calesta is suspicious of everything, but yes. Not great. That's a 5.
Yeah, he's kind of hard to read, unfortunately. Cool.
Okay.
Was there anything else I can do for you folks?
Do you have a
Unless anyone
tavern
else
that
has
you
more.
recommend?
A tavern? Yeah, when my family's out here visiting, they like to stay at the Shattered Barrel. It's pretty good, if a little small, but nice and affordable.
Shattered barrel.
Shattered barrel. Well, all right. Thank you so much for your time, Atwood. We do definitely appreciate, your labor and your efforts. And we will see you in 5 days.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, as we head
Sort
out.
of bundles up your hides and takes them inside. Cool. All right, and as you folks go headed off into Whitestone in search of the Shattered Barrel, that's where we're going to take our break. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes. Hi, we're back. Thank you all for hanging around, and we are going to come right back with our party in the city of Whitestone, having just dropped off their Displacer Beast hides after their arrival with the city at their fingertips. What would you guys like to do? Sort of about, I would say now, well into the evening, the sun has definitely set behind the Alabaster Sierras, though the sky is still light.
Do you think it's too late to try and at least try and get some time with the council? Should we just try tomorrow or?
Yeah, I'm sure that they're probably a 9 to 4 sort of place,
Yeah,
So-
it could be a real Auntie's Groceries vibe.
I refuse to believe that their hours are as arbitrary as Auntie's Groceries. This is a governmental establishment that we're going to. They will have consistent hours.
I hope so.
So let's find lodging for tonight. and then in the morning we can go see if we can talk to somebody on the Whitestone Council.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Where are you guys headed? You headed to... you were recommended this place, the Shattered Barrel. If you want to try to look for that, we can say Atwood kind of pointed you in the right direction. Or
Did he mention if the Shattered Barrel
else.
was also an inn or if it was just a tavern?
He did not. He mentioned that. He did mention that, like, when he has family, they would stay, and it was fairly affordable.
Okay.
So it sounded like they maybe had rooms, but he didn't be like, "This is an inn and a tavern."
Fair.
A bed and a breakfast. So yeah, we'll go to the Shattered Barrel.
Wonderful. You guys can make your way through the streets of Whitestone. And as the sun sets, you actually all see something for the very first time. You all notice streets kind of tend to be lit by like small torches or like ever-burning flames. But the light of Whitestone is sort of this like almost green glow that actually all flickers on at the same time. Like it doesn't actually seem like somebody has to come and light it or cast anything to come and light the streets of the city. It's kind of mostly like, it's not like a creepy green, but it definitely has a bit of a greenish tinge to it.
Is it in like, is it firelight and lanterns that we can see? Like, what is it?
It does seem to be encased
from?
like in like basically street lights semi-regularly along the roads. If you want to actually look any closer at it, you can make an investigation or an arcana check.
Yeah, does this look familiar at all?
None of you have ever seen anything like this.
That's really cool. I don't know. Wellen would want to make an investigation check about it. I don't think you know.
I'll make an investigation check about it.
You certainly don't have to.
I would.
I
love
will also
to.
do one.
Investigation.
That's just strange. How did they do it all at
me.
the same time? Isn't that 20?
Dang, Kyra.
Only on things that I don't have to hit.
Yeah.
Sirius, you have no idea. This is completely foreign to you. Calesta, I would say with this kind of combined with your high roll before, some of the monastery occasionally would use residuum, and this has the same sort of greenish color tone to it, but it's very obviously sort of energy. It's not solid in that it's not like glowing chunks of residuum across the streets, but it's maybe connected to that somehow? I don't know. You're not really totally sure. I think even with a 22, that's about all you can get. It's very odd.
That's weird. Wonder how they managed to pull that off.
It's like magic science. It's like both.
Probably something to do with residuum.
Oh,
I don't know how. But
that makes sense. I mean, Whitestone is like the biggest exporter of residuum on the continent, so
seems like a very kind of, I can't think of the word. My brain just blanked. I'm sorry, guys.
Convenient.
That was not
efficient.
the word. No,
It's a very efficient way
wasteful.
of.
Seems just kind of frivolous.
Whoa, that is not what I thought you were gonna say.
Do you expect the streets to just be dark?
Well, it's better if they're not, but it's interesting that they spend such an expensive resource to do this.
Maybe they have a lot of it.
I was gonna say if they have it in excess enough to do this and then still produce enough to sell elsewhere, then I see no issue here.
If they do.
And if it was regular fire, someone would have to come around and light it. Like it's like a whole thing. This is just kind of all turned on.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting.
sort of as you all are sort of debating the merits of man hours versus using natural resources, you'll walk up to a place called the Shattered Barrel. It's got this sign that seems to have this painting of like a big keg that has a hole bust through the side of it. It's got these beautiful white plastered walls that make up this outer structure. These tall windows, and it's sort of buzzing. It's not like a party in there, but it's definitely seems busy. And sort of as you all enter through the huge hard wooden door, you're welcomed by sort of this feeling of comfort, a warm fire. There smells like hot roasted meats and starches, and you're like, oh, we're going to sleep in beds, and there's going to be like a real fire, and we're going to eat off of a table. And it's just as lovely on the inside as it is on the outside. There's kind of these stone beams that support the ceilings, and there's got the beautiful like lanterns and ambient lighting attached to it. The walls have various art and memorabilia upon the wall, all seemingly of various exploits of people in the city and locals and things like that. And you are welcome, if you wish, to find a table, order drinks, get some rooms, whatever you want to do.
I would like to go up to the lady at the bar. She seems to be the person in charge, right?
Yeah, she's a human woman, sort of with this dark hair pulled back into two big ponytails at the back of her head. Has kind of this platter of drinks that she seems to be passing around to another server who's going to take them to a table. Just says, hi, yes, how can I help you?
Hi, my name's Sirius. It's nice to meet you. My friends and I were recommended this establishment for some lodging, and I was hoping that we could, inquire on your rooms.
Oh, yeah, certainly. How many rooms are you looking for, and for how many people?
5 people. I would hope that each person could get an individual room, but if not, we could probably suffice, 2 or 3.
Well, we've got 1 room with 2 beds, 2 rooms with 3, if that works for your purposes.
We could probably make that work, yes.
Wonderful. And for how many nights? Or just on a night-by-night basis?
Let's go on a night-by-night basis, just in case.
Wonderful. The 5 beds total, that will be, if you want to, it's going to be 3 gold for the night.
Okay. And I will go ahead and 3 gold for all of us. Total 3 gold, yes?
For the 2 rooms, yes.
Okay. So then I'll just go ahead and give her 3 gold.
Wonderful. And that 3 gold will include just a simple stew for dinner. But if you wish anything more, we are happy to provide additional meals or drinks as you request.
Cool. And I'll sort of, it looks like everybody's making their way over to like the sort of seating area, and I'll just point, we're over there.
Okay, I'll have somebody come over shortly.
Thank you. Could I get your name, by the way? I don't think I'm sorry.
Viola, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine.
She just sort of nods at you, hands 2 keys over your direction, and says, rooms go through that, the door off sort of behind us, behind you, not me. They're going to be the first 2 rooms on the left.
And in map language.
Yeah, where?
Oh, okay.
Down
over,
the bottom
down,
left.
bottom left. Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool.
Open that up for you.
Cool.
Cool.
I will then just go ahead and skip over to my friends and sort of ring the keys around my finger. I got us some rooms.
Great.
So it's 2 rooms. One of the rooms has 2 beds. The other one of the rooms has 3 beds. I asked if we could each get individual beds, but I guess that there just isn't the space. So this will suffice.
Yeah, I mean, a bed is enough for sure.
It's true. There's also a stew that is included free of charge. if anybody, I think that'll be what I get at least tonight, and then sort of branch out from there. But
Might as well
there is
try
a
it.
menu that includes some other options if anyone is hungry for something in particular.
Stew sounds great. Oh, do we just kind of wait here for food?
She said that she'll send somebody over.
Okay.
Wait, I thought the whole point of getting the rooms now was so that we could go get drunk.
We can still do that, I suppose. We can do that
Probably
here,
eat
though,
before
too.
you get drunk.
You get drunk quicker if you don't eat.
That
You
is
also get
scientifically
sicker
true.
if you don't eat.
You don't get sick if you're smart.
Yes, and you're smart by eating.
I'm too fast.
I don't know how that works with the biology, but okay.
I don't know what biology is, but
Oh, Liz is so good.
All right. And soon enough, a server sort of comes over to take any orders. Is there anything that you guys wish? In addition, we have the stew tonight. That's just it's a stewed pork and starches and greens. But if there's anything else that you wish this evening,
Does the
anything to
stew
drink?
change daily?
Depending on what's brought in, yes.
What is the strongest alcoholic beverage that you have in this establishment?
We've got some fire whiskey on hand. We've got I'm gonna pull out my little drink generator real quick. Oh my gosh, where is it? Please.
Could I offer up a
Yes,
suggestion?
please. Certainly.
Would you be able to make me a stargazer by any chance?
I'm not familiar, but if you told me the ingredients, I may be able to see if we have them in the back.
It is equal parts white rum, black rum, and pineapple juice. The pineapple juice can be substituted for a citrus drink of your choice.
I'm not sure we have pineapple, but I can see what we can do, certainly, yes.
Mango
Then-
works.
A round of that for this table, please.
Certainly, anything else to eat?
I'm excited for the stew, personally.
Stew sounds good to me.
You, sir, did you have something else that you wanted?
Oh, no, sorry. Maybe drinks, but it depends on if the Stargazer is top tier or not.
Okay, well, I guess you'll have to let me know. And she just sort of walks away. And will you be paying for this now or putting it on the tab of your rooms?
Put it on the tab.
Wonderful. And shortly comes back over with a round of these drinks that actually seem to be this almost deep purpley kind of color. But it looks delicious.
I will go ahead and raise the glass to the crew of diamonds.
How did you oh, I thought that was a purple drink. I was like, no way.
Purple glass.
All right. And the evening is yours. Anything you guys are doing while you're here at this tavern?
is there a tree outside the bar?
Yes.
After they've had like at least probably a couple of drinks, Liz is gonna challenge Lance to see who can climb the tree faster.
Okay.
You know, this should be entertaining.
Are we gonna make Constitution saving
I was going to say,
throws
how many
for
drinks
these?
do you think each of you guys have had at this point?
I will probably only have one right now.
Well,
Have we eaten yet?
Your food does come around shortly after your drinks.
Wellen is a hardy boy. He'll probably have had like 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 or 3, maybe 4. 4 is fine.
Why stop at 4? An even handful, 5,
Cool. Well, any drinks over your con modifier will require Constitution saving throws. But you ultimately, if you want to decide that your character is just getting drunk tonight, that is your prerogative.
I have to make a Constitution saving throw because I have a con mod of 0.
Liz and Lance, or Liz, are you challenging Lance to this tree climbing contest?
Yeah.
I'm doing one for my. I'll say I have 4 drinks, which is 1 above my Constitution modifier. Oh,
Yeah, that's 2 above my Constitution modifier. So does that mean I failed the first one probably?
It's DC. Calesta's fine. Lance fails.
I'm at 11.
Sirius passes.
Wait,
Wellen
has
passes.
Calesta rolled?
Yeah,
Let's
I
she
rolled private.
Kyra, you're
GM.
rolling on private GM rolls.
I fixed it.
Lance, and then Liz is good for now. So this is all. I will say you guys keep track of your particular rolls and your drunken status for every drink after your con mod starts at 10. DC goes up by 1 for every drink.
Okay. And so how many do we need to fail before we're wasted or dying? All right, that was 1 fail.
It's 3 to like full like yak.
Okay, hold on. All right, so we're kind of okay.
You're fine out here. It's a 15. You're chilling.
So I would say do your own rolls, keep track of your status, and
Okay, so tree.
I think I can beat you up it.
Yeah, I think you can.
Like beat him up a tree.
Like
You're not gonna
No.
beat Lance up.
I think the suggestion is for a race, not for an assault.
Oh,
Y'all got me confused.
sorry.
Some people beat Lance up for fun. I'm not that girl.
Who beats you
I
up?
realized my mic has been off. I forget what I said.
Sirius is just sort of like,
I don't beat anyone up.
Yeah, Lance can hold his own, right? He doesn't get beat up, does he? Well, looks at Lance.
I try my best.
You gotta
It's
work
training.
on that
It's agreed
confidence.
upon.
anyway, race, tree, Lance and Liz. Are y'all doing this or
Am I going to be at disadvantage with my armor?
what were you
For-
saying,
I'd
Zoe?
take it off.
I mean, I thought it would be fun, but if you don't want to, I'm not trying to force you. I just thought you keep talking about how you want to.
No, that's what I was asking. Am I going to be at a disadvantage? Like, do I need to take off my armor?
I mean, you
That's a
probably
DM
look quicker
question.
if you do.
That's a DM question.
I mean,
Who's the DM. Is
Lance
that
ain't saying
that's
anything
how-
right now. Lance is not speaking right now.
I mean, I don't know that it's gonna have an immediate effect on your speed. It's not like your stealth. It doesn't give you disadvantage on anything but stealth, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if Lance wants to take off his armor, he can. It's not gonna have a material effect on your climbing ability.
I guess it don't matter. Okay, we can go outside to a tree.
All right. Yeah, you guys can sort of head outside. There's a couple of pine trees to be found in any given area. There's a larger one off sort of to the left out here where Liz has gone. Out this way.
This music is fun.
It's good stuff. But there's a pretty tall pine tree. It
Dark
goes
out
maybe
here.
like 60, 70 feet up with some nice thick branches. Looks pretty climbable.
Okay, Lance is going to kind of do a test run to see how easy it is to climb the tree.
You're doing a test run?
Yeah, like, because I'm
Trial
assuming she's
run.
already up the tree before we race. Oh, you're not up the tree.
No,
Well,
she's
yeah,
just at the bottom.
He's going to try to like climb a couple branches first to see how hard it is, and then they could race.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, I think under the duress of a race, it's pretty climbable. I think it's trying to do it with amount of speed and like getting your hand placement in the right space that is going to require you to make a check. But Lance can climb a tree, and this tree is definitely a climbable tree.
All right.
It's just when he tries to do things from jumping from treetop to treetop to treetop in the middle of battle, when
that
things
should
get
have
a
worked.
little
I
bit
mean,
nice.
that's all I'm saying. That should have worked. But I mean,
Yeah.
okay, we can race now. Lance looks at Liz and is like, "I'm ready."
I suppose I should arbitrate this, and I'll go ahead and move up I'll move up close. All right, I want a good, clean race, no foul play. On your mark,
I'm gonna cut off a branch so she can't climb. All right, yeah, ready?
get set,
Oh, all right.
climb.
Okay, so each of you can climb half your speed without making any sort of checks. If you would like to try to do something to climb farther than half of your speed, go ahead and describe to me what you're doing, and I will have you make a check as appropriate. If you guys
Lance is going to
either
grab
want
a
to
branch
we'll
and
just
then
go every other
rotate around the branch and fling himself up.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
I don't know if you
no!
guys want to do
Suddenly Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
rollies to see who gets first claim, but you're basically taking all of these at the
Rollies.
same time. So just go ahead and roll.
Rolly.
That's a
Rolling
13.
game,
A
rolling
13
game, rolling game.
versus an
18.
18.
All right, Zoe, is Liz doing anything to make herself climb faster?
So, what I want to do is like basically like I want to, because I get to use my bonus action to dash, which would let me move like my whole movement.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to see if I can like maybe do like an acrobatics check. So like sort of grab the thing and do like a kip up on it almost.
Yeah. If you use your bonus action to dash, you can move your full speed because you do have that ability.
Mm-hmm.
And if we'll say acrobatics check, I have a DC in my head. If you beat it, you'll get an extra, we'll call it 10 feet. If you beat it by more than 5, you'll get an extra 15.
Okay. And we said it's 60 feet to the top?
70 feet.
70 feet. Okay. Cool. I will roll my acrobatic skill check. That's a 19.
It's a 19. So yeah, you will get to move 40 feet this turn.
Sweet.
Lance, what are you doing?
Lance is going to try to. Well, high jumps are a thing, right?
Yeah, if you want to try to just full jump, so jumping rules. You can high jump. You can leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet on foot before the jump.
Cool.
If you just do like a straight up standing high jump, it's only half of that distance.
Yeah, can I do that? Is that easy enough?
Yeah, easily enough.
Okay. So, you said, what was it? A
3 plus your strength modifier into the air.
And so I have a question about what Liz did. She bonus action dashed and then used her action to do an acrobatics check?
Yep.
So how would that necessarily work? Because you did say, I guess for me, not for her. You said we could, anything else we wanted to do necessarily would take an acrobatics check. But if I dash, then it wouldn't, right? I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
Yeah, so if you dash, you can move your full 30 feet, but you wouldn't be able to make a check for additional movement. But if you describe to me what you're doing, you might be able to move beyond, like an extra bit beyond that, 15-foot additional that your dash will get you. So it's just up to you if you want to make the roll for the risk of it, or if you want to just take the easy 15.
I'm trying to think. How many? Is it possible? Are these branches set up in a way that Lance can kind of like run up the tree, if that makes sense? Like spiral up the tree. Like if he could like put his foot placement in like a way that
They're
it's,
not
like,
quite close enough together, but you might be able to, like, if you get the right momentum, like leap from branch to branch a little bit.
mm-hmm.
If you want to make an athletics check.
Sure. Nah, that's a 3. That's a 7.
That's a 7. So unfortunately, you're not quite able to get the momentum that you thought that you were going to get. But with your jump and then your climb speed, you are able to move 20 feet up the tree.
Okay.
Liz.
Okay. Liz is gonna like just sort of like one arm around the tree, like hang down and like look back at Lance and be like, "You coming, buddy?
No.
No? You need a hand?"
It's not my turn, so I can't say nothing.
Yes, you can.
You can talk up
We're
your
not in
turn.
initiative.
Hold on, Lance is trying to
Is
backflip.
Is this Lance's
backflip off the
barbarian
street.
rage origin? He's gonna multi-class off of this experience.
Lance can absolutely talk if he wants to. You can hear Liz for this. It's not that big of a tree.
Nah, Lance is definitely focusing on climbing this tree. He's like, what is the fastest way I can climb this tree?
Okay.
Having some trouble, of course, though. Trying to do something stupid.
Then yeah, Liz is gonna sort of try to take like a jump off of the branch that she's on, I guess, and see if she can get some more vertical.
Ooh, okay. I will say this is going to be pretty tough to just full vertical leap off of one branch up to another.
Yeah.
So I will say, Liz, go ahead. This is going to be an athletics check, just as
Okay.
Lance is jumping from jump to jump, and I am going to give you disadvantage
Cool.
on this, as you are sort of no real leap, kind of going from scrambling and then trying to like full jump and then like pull up onto yourself. It's not something that Liz is the most familiar with.
Yeah, Liz like from like leaning one arm down to like hold an arm out to Lance, like pulls it up and just tries to like full Superman jump to the next one. That's a 12 on my athletics check.
Not the best roll that you could have made here, Liz. I think actually with a 12, you leap up, go, and you miss the branch and actually tumble about 10 feet down.
Oh no!
What?
You kind of
Careful.
catch yourself.
Okay.
You need another drink to
Someone
help
get
you
a
get
med
the
kit?
rest of the way up.
Another drink.
If you could throw one up, that'd be nice. I would.
You guys at this point are just,
Levitated up.
you guys at this point are just about neck and neck.
She's 10 feet ahead of me.
Do anything.
I thought it was 40 and 30.
It was. She is 10
I
feet
jumped
ahead of you.
20 feet.
You went.
She
It was
jumped
20. It was 20
40.
and 40. So she's about 10, just 10 feet ahead of you. Not that far.
Mhm.
Lance, what would you like to do?
So, can we take special actions? Can I action surge
Yeah.
after I? Okay. So, am I able to dash on my first one and try to climb the
Mhm.
full length? So, I'll do that. I'll use up my thingy, and then I'm gonna action surge.
So you move 30 feet up, so that puts you at 50 within 20 feet of the top.
Okay, and then I'm using an action surge and let's see. I'm trying to think. He's going to Let's see. Yeah, he's going to see if he could jump and kind of swing off of one branch
Okay.
and kind of try to get some more height however he can. Yeah, I think
are you trying to like swing and like push yourself up, or are you trying to swing around like a monkey?
swing around like a monkey. Yeah, that's what
Like-
that's what I'm doing.
Trying to make an acrobatics check.
Sure. I don't know what check it would be, but yeah.
Great. Yeah, go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me, please.
That's a 17.
Yeah, with a 17, you are able to move. You move your full 30 and an extra 10. So you are within 10 feet of the top.
Cool.
Oh shoot.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He's like super shaky. He's like,
Liz, do your
he's
teleport
like,
thing.
Oh my goodness.
Liz, what would you like to
That's cheating.
Okay, so Liz is going to once again bonus action dash to catch up the 30 feet.
do? Okay.
So that puts us together, right?
No, he's still 10 feet ahead of you because he action surge dashed and then got the 10 feet from his second action acrobatics check. Right?
I think we're in. Either she's ahead of me or
you
we're
are,
at the
you
same
are,
place.
You are neck and neck because you were 10 feet ahead of him. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. So you are neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then she's gonna try and do the same thing that she did on the first round. Try and like do the swing up to grab a branch and close it to the finish.
Okay, so for the tension of all of this, because this could be the rule that makes or breaks it. So we go ahead and blind GM roll this. So I will be the only one who sees the results of this roll. Make an acrobatics check for me, please.
Okay.
Ooh, the drama.
I hate rolling dice and not knowing what I just got. That's so stressful. Never can we do that again.
Liz, you go sprinting to catch up with Lance, going, leaping up to a branch,
Yeah.
and it's just a little thinner, shorter than you thought it would be. Liz,
No!
go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
If she does fall, can Lance
Let's say-
definitely catch her?
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
I definitely roll that as a blind GM roll again. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But with a 25, you're able to catch yourself before you do any actual real damage. But you are a good, 35 feet below Lance now. Lance, it's yours to clear the race.
Yeah, couldn't Lance catch her if she was falling? Could I?
We all were at the same height.
You were at the
So
same
she
height.
tried to jump above me because she was ahead of me, or no, she
I
were
will
the same
say
height.
Lance,
She jumped ahead.
Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Cool.
You're gonna also fall.
Saving throw disadvantage.
The six, you kind of reach out to grab her, but you're not quite quick enough. It's not enough to fall, but the race is yours to close.
Lance is first going to be like, "Are you okay? That looked like a pretty long fall."
Liz is already prepared to sort of monkey throw herself up again. She's she looks so ready to finish it.
Lance is like, "Okay," and kind of just shimmies up to the top as carefully
Yeah,
as
and
he
Liz,
can.
you definitely made it. And you guys have the three of you on the ground kind of turn around and notice there was a little bit of a crowd that amassed from the spectacle out here, and just kind of shake their head a little bit, in amusement rather than annoyance, just watching the spectacle as they go inside. Lance, you make it up to the top of the tree, no issue.
Let's go action surge.
definitely able to kind of enjoy your win up there before are you guys both just climbing down?
He's probably not enjoying it. He like looks down. He's like, whoa, okay, that's high. That's really high. Sirius?
Yep, I'm here. Yep. You need me? I can see you. I can help you down.
Thank you. He kind of like, can I let go now? Can I
Yep.
come down? And kind of
Yep.
pushes himself offward and like off of the tree, floats downward.
You
But
begin
say I'm gonna cast levitate on him.
Okay.
So that as right before he hits, like as he's about to hit the ground, he just sort of floats there.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he jumps off and falls for a bit.
Yeah,
Fully-
you do free
fully
fall for a good
Assassin's
60
Creed.
feet, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit.
That's a really tall tree. I don't think I want to go back up there again.
I as Liz jumps down, I'm like, so what we should do is get like 2 more drinks than you guys, and then you'll win for sure the next time.
Yeah, for sure next time.
All right.
Can't defeat Lance.
It's like, oh my goodness, I'm sorry
Maybe
you
not
fell.
tonight.
You would have definitely won.
That was crazy. You was like a monkey up there.
Yeah.
Like real high.
That got real high.
You know, you'd be real good in the crow's nest on a ship.
Yeah.
You gotta
Where?
like climb up the ropes real
The
fast.
crow's
We got a
nest
guy
is
named
a
Rat
little
that does
bit
it for
above
us.
the sail.
That's really high.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I don't. Lance doesn't really love heights that much. Not like extreme heights.
Could have fooled me. That was one hell of a climb.
Good at climbing. It's the looking down part that's not.
Just don't look down.
Right?
Yeah.
Just close your eyes and jump.
Jump up or jump down, you know.
Jump.
I mean, even if you jump up, eventually you'll go down. I have learned that one the hard way.
That's gravity.
Huh?
How does it work?
Another science.
Is that
Don't
like
worry.
ice?
It's like ice.
Ice.
Yeah, Wellen was teaching us about ice the other day. So now maybe Sirius should teach us about graviturgy.
Talk about the water cycle.
You know, I think we've all had too much to drink for me to explain the concept of gravity. But maybe another time.
What
It's like
goes up
magic,
must
right?
come down.
Okay.
That is
Why-
generally.
Why does it have to come down though?
It has to. That's just the
how your
rule.
feet touch the ground.
Who came up with this rule?
That's the reason why you're still on the ground.
What if you walked on your hands though?
Then
Still
you
on the
see
ground.
the world spinning
Then
upside down.
your feet would need to go down because your feet went up, and what goes up must come down.
Exactly. Your feet will eventually touch the ground again. You got it. Perfect. Amazing. hmm
Maybe we should go get another drink, Lance. I think that might make this make more sense.
I
okay,
agree.
Yeah, I'll drink it. Oh, yeah.
Next round's on me. You won.
All right.
Um,
Are you looking for any particular kind of drinks? Any specials? You just get an ale, wine? What are we
whatever
looking
she
for?
gets? I don't know.
Liz is definitely drinking Queen's water.
Okay. Good stuff. It's not as common over here in Taldore as it is in your hometown. Like occasionally it kind of has to do the Starbucks barista thing a little bit where you're like, oh, it kind of has this and like this in it. But you are able to get something that is pretty close to Queen's water in most spaces. And Whitestone actually does seem to have a bit on hand, though it is kind of expensive out here. But treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Anything else you guys wish to do on this evening?
I think that's enough excitement for one evening. I am probably going to. We should probably figure out rooms before we do anything else. If we're going to do anything else, how did we want to? So one room has 2 beds. The other room has 3. So, is there a preference?
haven't slept in my own bed in a long time. So honestly, it doesn't matter so much. Well, did we have our own rooms when we went back to the town last time? I don't remember.
I don't think so. No.
We shared a room.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of anyone, so I can go anywhere.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not afraid of anyone. I guess I don't know.
For the
Someone
ease
afraid of
of
people?
for the
I don't
ease of
know.
organization, like logistics, we can just do this by gender, or me and Liz can have the 2-room, and you guys can be gone. Whatever you want to do.
God.
So I wouldn't be sleeping then.
No, I mean
Where
you
am I
can sleep
going?
just in the 3-room.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's fine
I
with
don't
me.
care.
If we can have we can have Liz and Wellen in the one, and then the 3 of us in the other. I think that'll be fine.
Okay. Cluster is still confused.
All right, yeah, you guys can go ahead and make your way over to your rooms. You see they are comfortably furnished, each of them having your own bed, a small chest for your belongings, a small like wardrobe to hang clothes up, and some. Nope, you passed it.
Did I go too far?
Yep.
Okay, then I will go back to the one.
But you are able to go ahead and if there's anything as you are all sort of resting there, anything you'd like to do as you all sort of separate for the evening.
Just that while we're getting ready for bed or tucked in bed, I guess at some point, Wellen just turns over to Liz across the room and is like, being in a city when you have money is way nicer than not. I feel like this is my first time being in a city and being able to afford city things.
Yeah. You got anything you want to go shopping for?
He looks at it like his clothes and he's like, I mean, I've kind of been wearing these for years. I don't know that I want to replace a whole lot of it, but like maybe a new cloak would be nice.
Fit check.
I don't know. I really want to see if we can make those displacer coats. That'd be really cool. What about you?
What about me?
Like, is something you want to buy?
Well, Sirius was talking about how sometimes you can pay people to deliver letters across a long distance, and I ain't never had enough gold to do that before.
Oh yeah,
It's kind of cool to send Mama a letter from all the way over here.
I
reckon she'd be pretty tickled with that, don't you think?
yeah, I think she would love that. That's a really good idea. It's awesome. Are you gonna like send just the book as like a one thing, or do you think you're gonna try and send a couple letters in like a sequence kind of thing, or what?
I don't know. I've never done it before. What do you think? The book's mostly not done yet.
And maybe it might be easier to just write however you're doing and however you're feeling now, and when you get the book more filled up, we can send that one too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I hadn't even thought about that. Like courier services, we don't really do those at the Ashari. Everyone they talk with magic across the tribes, so
Yeah. That's pretty crazy that y'all can do that.
it only really, really knowledgeable, high level kind of druids and clerics can do it.
But like Sirius can do that.
Oh yeah, I mean on short distances a lot of people can, but like when it's like from Pyra where I grew up to Terra, which is over on the mountains, like that I don't think Sirius can do that. No offense to him, I don't think he can do it.
I think he could if he put his mind to it.
I think he could learn. I think he can learn for sure.
Yeah.
It was always the elders where I came from who would talk to the other leaders and such. But yeah, it was I don't know. Glad to be comfy. Glad to be not outside or to sleep. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And the other three, you three up to anything else over there?
Does this place have like a anywhere to bathe? I would like to have.
Yeah, there's like a small like outbuilding. It's not immediately in the same space, but you can definitely it's a small fee for enough hot water to fill a bath, but you definitely could get a bath if you wish.
Yep. Sirius is gonna take like a full 45-minute like just fucking.
It's gonna be a solid like we'll call it a nice 15 silver.
That's totally fine. I
for
will.
The hot water.
I will fully. I'll pay a full fucking gold for it. Goddamn. Mostly because I don't want to do the conversion. So yeah, I will. I'll tip whoever I'm paying. You know, that's how we'll justify it, and then just fully take just the fucking most spoiled, rotten kid bath that you could imagine. He's just like, this is great. Imagine not having this every day. That'd be crazy. This is the life.
Having
Bo.
Your guys' tab for the evening does come to a total of about 6 gold for all of the liquor and stuff for your drinks as well.
Got a goldie. No, wait. There's 5 of us, not 6. There's 6 on the screen. I can't math.
I got it.
We in different rooms.
Okay.
I don't know who you're talking to.
Just before.
It ain't me.
I would assume that her name was Viola, right?
Mm-hmm.
That she would come to me.
Well, if you
You
in the
guys
back,
kind of
I'm assuming
settle
she'd
up.
knock on the door.
You guys settle up just kind of at the bar as a group.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. And then I guess as Sirius comes back in, Calesta's going to look over at him. She's going to say, so, tomorrow, you might want to calm down on the whole tourist act, because it's going to put a target on our backs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The
Tourist act?
Okay, less of an act, more of a, oh my god, look at the tall buildings.
I mean, are you not impressed? Okay. I suppose not everybody's impressed by tall buildings, by
is somebody
impeccable
going to attack
architecture.
us?
That's fine.
You just don't know? And so it's better to not act like you're not from the place, especially with all of his shiny pieces.
Why would that put a target on our backs?
Because some people might want those shiny pieces, and if it looks like if he doesn't know what he's doing, people will take advantage of that.
Well,
I'll
I
be
don't
fine.
think they'll have a fun time taking them from him.
Also,
Probably
fair
not.
enough. It's true.
But it'll be a lot easier for everyone. Just tone it down.
I'm just here to have a good time. This is Whitestone. Like,
You can be excited, just less outwardly.
I don't think I can do that, but I appreciate your feedback.
Kyra really said, stand up and act like you belong here.
Okay.
Stop acting out.
She said, "Stop! You gonna get carnied. You're a mark. Stop it! Stop it! Absolutely not. My man's just finna get his pockets ran."
Just keep an eye on your pockets tomorrow.
Okay, sure. Fine.
Riley taking notes.
Riley rolling up a thief to stab Sirius.
Yeah.
To run his pockets.
Okay, that's all I could do. I'm just telling you.
Well, I'm going to bed.
There's nothing else this evening. You all settle into your comfortable mattresses in a warm, covered space, not having to worry about watches or giant mosquitoes or panther tentacle beasts coming in the night, and you all get the most restful long rest that you have had in quite a while.
We love a good bed.
The morning dawns upon you, and the day is yours to do with as you will.
So, looking at this map, where are we right now? Like, what?
You are in the northern ward, kind of just up, we'll call it northeast of the Dawnfather Square.
Okay.
Okay.
The tanner you visited was in the common ward, just kind of a bit more south in the city of where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And Castle Whitestone is, of course, up to the north.
All right. So after everybody wakes up, which for me is gonna be a minute. But so priorities. We should probably stop by Castle Whitestone first. This way we can try and get an audience with the council, see if they can speak with us, specifically with you, Wellen. And then from there, after we figure that out, I say we go shopping.
Where's the tree?
It is in the Dawnfather Square, and it's huge. You can basically see it from anywhere in the city. So it's just a couple of blocks away from where you guys are, just southwest of you.
Cool.
You should not climb that tree.
Why not?
I feel like some people who think that it is very significant will not appreciate that.
That is a really big tree.
I think each person has to pay homage in their own way.
That's valid. You know, everyone worships differently, and we should be open to the way that everyone worships.
And part of that is being aware of what other people will take as offensive.
So, what are you guys doing?
We all
Castle Whitestone first.
Yep. Castle.
All right. Oh, my computer just froze.
Oh no!
There we go. All right. You make your way up to the alabaster walls of Castle Whitestone, where it seems as though people are going in and out, sort of winding your way up the cliffs that lead to where it sits above the city. Passing through the Dawnfather Square to get there, you actually see the beautiful, huge branching trees or leaves of the sun tree are like a very vibrant orange and yellow in the autumn weather here. It's quite the sight to see, almost sort of picking up, and looks as though it's reflecting almost the morning light, though you know it's probably not actually doing that. You make your way up to Castle Whitestone, where you are sort of stopped at the gate by a couple of guards who are saying, hello, how may I help you?
No, you got it. You should definitely talk. You got it.
Hi, my name is Sirius Graywind. These are my friends. We are the Crew of Diamonds. We recently spoke with a group of the Earth Ashari and wished to get an audience with the Whitestone Council so that we may relay their messages and try and get assistance for them. Could you help us with that process?
I am not personally able to assist you. However, Lady Cassandra will be having her open audiences early this evening. If you wish to return at this time, at that point the chambers will be open to the public for public forum if needed.
Okay. And I assume the guard would give like a specific time, like whatever that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Then thank you so much for your time. that was incredibly helpful. Thank you so much. We will be back then at that time.
Yes, just call it an hour before sundown.
An hour before sundown. Awesome. And I assume this is like first thing in the morning that we're going. Okay.
It's pretty early, so.
Cool. So as soon as we exit and the guards leave, I'm going to be like, well,
You know, a lot of time to kill.
sounds like we have enough time to go shopping.
Did we? I don't know. We talked about tattoos. Is that a thing that people still wanted to do? Not Calesta.
Why not Calesta?
She didn't like. I'll let you say it. I'll let you tell.
I'm not sure how I feel about the whole tattoo idea.
I'm not gonna lie. If we all get tattoos and you don't get one, that's super lizard behavior.
I'm also not sure if it'll show up.
Why would
They
that
got
show
ink
up?
that's different
You
colors.
can do colored ink. I'm sure
That's
someone
true.
can get you like a really nice like a lavender, like a really light pink. I feel like that'd be a cool color.
Or like a gold.
Or gold.
What is even this tattoo supposed to look like?
It's a diamond.
A diamond?
Yes, what
I'm
shape
assuming.
of diamond?
Like the four-sided diamond or like the gemstone. I don't know.
Like it's like this one on the top, and then it's got these boys on the sides, and then this in the middle.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Face in the
Gemstone.
middle?
like a gem, like a
Yeah.
like a,
Would they be
Yeah,
able
like
to put our
a-
faces in the middle?
That feels
That
like
might be a
lot
little
to
outside of our
do.
price range.
Okay. Okay.
But we could probably get the like general diamond shape
Yeah.
wherever we would like it to be. Are we getting it in the same place, or are we each? I know that we had talked about everyone getting it in a different place. I just wanted to confirm that was still the plan.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I feel like we need to decide if we're all on board or not first.
yeah. I don't want to leave Calesta out of it if she doesn't want to do it.
If you all want to get tattoos, that's fine.
The point is that it would be odd for 4 members of this party to have identical matching tattoos, and then the 5th member of this party to not have that identical matching tattoo.
Not that you're like the 5th. You could be like the 3rd or the.
Right. I'm saying that,
Second,
you know,
fourth.
4
You
of
could be the
us. And,
first.
You could be the first.
sure.
I see these tattoos as a mark of our eternal friendship.
Are you gonna turn down Lance's eternal friendship, Calesta?
If
Lance just proposed via tattoo. I now pronounce you
Sorry.
Blue of Diamonds.
Oh.
someone could sketch what this is going to look like, and
Do
I
we have
could
some
get
fire?
Right?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Uh-oh.
I can't see it. Oh,
That did
okay,
not
but
show
yeah,
up.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Okay. It looks like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. What Liz
Okay.
said. That'll be what it is.
I think you'd look really cool with a diamond tattoo.
It won't be visible.
What, you
Well,
gonna put
the
it on
whole
your back
point
or
is
something?
for it to be visible.
Tattoos don't have to be visible.
I suppose
That
what you're
actually
saying
is
is that they
true.
could be like under, like high on the shoulder or something like that. You know, they don't have to be like right here on the forearm. I assume.
Or
Like,
the
am I on my
forehead.
forehead? What's wrong
Okay.
with the
I
forehead?
feel weird about this. Let's just go shopping.
All right, shopping.
I'm
we
not
can-
trying to do something that one person is
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Shopping it
say, but
is. Shopping episode. I want shopping.
Okay.
You want
Stores.
shopping?
I do want.
What
things.
kind of shopping are you guys looking for? There's plenty to be had.
A gun store.
I do think it might be a good idea
Personal.
to find someone that could enchant the pelt that we're getting turned into a cloak.
Yeah.
Is there like an enchantment store?
You could probably find a magic item shop, and actually, as you are sort of walking around the northern ward here, you see a smaller building than one that you guys are. Those of you from Amon would have seen, but you do see it's got sort of this deep purple wooden exterior with a sign, kind of with this golden writing on it over the symbol of this like white and purple unicorn that says Gilmore's Glorious Goods. That those of you who are from Amon and or have been to Amon would know that Gilmore is definitely a very strong enchanter, and this is a magic item shop for sure.
Oh, that's a Gilmore's.
Wait, like the Sean Gilmore?
Like the guy you wanted to come to your birthday party, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And he said no, and it made me cry. But like, still, he's so cool.
Yes, that one. I'm not sure that he will actually be at the shop, especially because this is a little
I
small.
imagine he'd still be
but-
in Iman, but
Yeah. But like,
He could be here.
hey,
Maybe like Denny
Anytime.
Maybe if
Trejo.
he's traveling.
Danny Trejo!
Goes into all of his
Trejo's
Taco
Tacos!
that was such a niche reference.
yeah, I was like, who
I
is
knew
this
exactly
man?
where you were going.
I
Jason.
know who Danny Trejo is, but I had no idea what Trejo's.
He has a food chain in Southern California called Trejo's Tacos that is like, it's in LAX, it's all over the place, and he goes into every single one of them and like actually works. It's very funny.
Good for him. All right, well, Gilmore's. Let's go in.
Yeah, you do, and it's you walk inside, and it is definitely those of you. I don't know actually that any of you have been to his shop in Amon, but it's this big ostentatious thing. This is much smaller, more subdued, almost kind of like a franchised
It's an
Gilmore
outlet.
store out here. Yeah, it's a Gilmore's outlet in Whitestone. But you are greeted by a halfling man who is behind a desk. Says, "Hello, welcome to Gilmore's. Please let me know if you need any assistance. Thank you."
Actually, I did have a question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Hi. So we are getting a cloak made out of the hide of a displacer beast, and you know, displacer beasts have this really fancy thing where they are, you know, difficult to hit because of the way that the light hits them. We were wondering if after the cloak is made, if we could get it enchanted in a similar way.
Probably you're providing the leathers for the cloak?
Yes.
Yes, if you're providing the materials, that could certainly be done.
Okay. And how much
Very
approximately,
much.
just sort of, you know,
The
without
cost
seeing
of
how much that
enchanting without seeing the quality, assuming about average quality for a single cloak, is going to be about 450 gold pieces.
Whoa. Okay.
Les is gonna like lean over to Lance, like, and this is why I've never been to a Gilmore's.
That's a lot of gold.
Okay.
Wellen leans up to Lance and is like, "Yeah, I know."
If we compile all of our money, would we be able to do it?
We would then be broke. Yes.
Barely.
We
But yes,
wouldn't really
okay.
have a lot left.
So, just, you know, humor me, for example. If the leatherwork was of a high quality, would that make the enchantment easier and thus cheaper?
It could, depending on the enchantment, knock maybe about 50 gold off the price.
Interesting. Okay, Cool.
What if I worked for you for the next 5 days?
Are you skilled in enchanting or identification of magical items in any way?
I can lift heavy things and fight things for you.
Oh, I appreciate the offer, but we have plenty of physical labor on staff. Thank you.
Understood.
Okay, so about 350 for the cloak. Cool. Outside of that, can we like peruse? Are there any cool magical items that are just fucking laying about?
What are you looking for?
Sirius would probably be looking for like definitely new rings, you know, anything shiny for his hands, or like a cool necklace or something. Mans is looking for some magical jewelry for sure.
Okay.
Do I still have the protect from poison, like and disease amulet on me? Like I didn't get rid of it.
No, I don't think you got rid of it.
I hold this out and I'm like, could we like, how much would this be worth if we wanted to trade or sell it?
We're making Riley do a
Sorry,
play.
maybe I should have waited for
No, it's okay. What is the exact name of the item, Aison?
I believe it is a periapt of health. Periapt of health.
The periapt of health. It's an uncommon magic item. I'm gonna go to my other thing. Periapt of health could get that could be worth about 300 gold pieces.
Hey, maybe we can use this trade for the cloaks.
Okay.
Or a cloak.
Are you sure that you're willing to part with it? I mean, we can probably split the cost of it amongst ourselves in case. I don't want you to feel obligated to part with something that you've had for so long.
Oh, it's not like a special thing to me. It's special. It kept me alive, but I'm not like sentimentally tied to it or anything. It was just given to me by a very nice person. So I'd be willing to part with it if it's going to help like us as a group, because I don't think I need this one anymore.
Fair enough.
But obviously we don't even have the leather yet, so
right.
Unless there's something else we want to do, we can hold on to it or trade it later.
Yeah, I think that we hold on to it for now. We get the leather, then we come back and we see what we can do about trading. I don't want to be the only one asking for magical items. If anybody else would like stuff, feel free to inquire.
I want to know if they have any kind of magic rope, because I feel like Calesta has been working with the whip, and I feel like magic rope would be very helpful for us to have.
Rope?
Like some type of magic rope. I don't know. That does.
I just wanted to make sure I heard you right. I didn't know if you said rope or robe.
No,
A magical rope. We do have a couple of options. We've got a this year kind of pulls out three different two different pieces of rope. This is a rope that will sort of assist you in your climbing. Any climbing that you need to make. It can secure itself up at a height above you at its length, and then allow you to climb, or if you tell it to knot, it'll tie knots in itself to make it easier to assist you. Or this rope and sort of holds up this what looks to be just sort of regular hempen rope that has this sort of small iridescence in between it. You can cut this coil of rope into any number of smaller pieces, and then you speak a command word and it will knit itself back together as if new.
That's kind of cool. How long is the cut rope?
It's 50 feet.
It's less interesting, less useful, I feel like.
But
Is that
we
what
could
you're
like
looking for?
tie longer ropes to the side of it, make a super long rope, cut it in the middle, and have them join back together.
Oh, that actually is a very good idea.
So we'll have a really long rope.
What if we, like if we tied regular
As if
rope
you
to
were
the
tying
ends?
like 3 different just regular rope sections
Yeah,
together to have a very long rope.
And
Well,
then
No,
have
no,
the
no, the
rope-
magic rope in
you
the
could
middle.
separate the magic rope into different pieces and put other ropes on the ends of them, and then use the magic to bring it back together.
So essentially an infinitely long rope by
That would keep
knotting
tying other ropes
The
regular
together.
magic
rope
rope,
on
it will
each
only
side.
bind back to itself, so you would have
Of
sort of the
course.
rope in the middle
Yeah.
and then just sort of a middle section that's just sort of sprouting off of the side. It would not actually knit back with the
Oh,
non-enchanted.
gotcha. Okay, so we could
Yeah.
we couldn't infinitely make
No, Lance like,
magical
no,
rope.
yes.
that is what I meant though. Like
Okay.
you get like 2 extra pieces of rope, tie them to the end, cut the rope in the middle, and if we need to, it'll just
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We only cut the magic part, and the magic part
Yeah.
binds.
you only cut the magic part, and then it binds back together whenever you need it to.
Yeah. So you technically only have 2 ropes, but you have 2 ropes.
This mending rope is 60 gold pieces.
Did you go up on that price?
Sure. However much you're willing to pay.
No,
he said,
did you?
Did you?
No,
I don't think you mentioned
it's
the price.
60 gold pieces for the enchanted
Oh,
rope.
Lance looks around like, oh, I misheard.
And
And you were looking for rings, sir.
I was,
Give me
yes.
just a moment and I will get those out for you. Anybody else while I'm going into the back have anything that they're
Do you
searching
have
for?
any daggers?
Any daggers? Perhaps any particular enchantment you're looking for on those daggers?
I'm open.
Okay, I will see what we have. And you, young lady?
Respectfully, daggers are kind of my thing.
I'm also trained in daggers.
you don't have to be like possessive over daggers. You have the coolest one, Liz, to be fair. Like, I don't know if you're gonna find a cooler one.
Plus, you can teleport. You're cool. You're cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's like a thing.
It's a weapon.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want.
Daggers and anything for you, young lady?
Liz.
Liz.
Zoe, did Liz want anything?
No, I'm good.
Wait,
Um,
I actually have an idea. Is there like any kind of magic paper? Do you have magic paper of any kind?
We have
magic
paper used to like scribe spells, if that's what you're interested in. The quality of spellbook paper?
Like I'm thinking something that's enchanted for like communication in some way, if that makes any sense. Like either we can like write messages or hide messages or something like that.
I don't know that we have anything for writing. I'm not sure if we have it anymore. May have something in the back that will allow sort of paired speech without necessarily being immediately next to each other.
Paired speech, you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
telepathy?
similar to if you're familiar with the arcane, the message spell.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Lance looks at Wellen like, do you know the message spell?
He does. I point to Sirius.
I do.
I will see what we have. Yes. And anything else from anybody else?
Do you happen to have any magic whips?
Magic whips, I don't believe that we do, no.
I figured.
I don't know if this was a magic item or not, but there was an item, I don't remember when, there were like gauntlets that gave a +1 AC. I don't know if that wouldn't be a magic item, would it?
No, it would be.
Like a magical.
Okay, I don't know how to ask for it in character because I'm just like, do you know, like let's be like, you have
go on your
the
arm.
gauntlets that like,
The big bracelet.
Bracers of
Bracers of defense.
I do know what you're talking about. Unfortunately, we just sold our last pair, but if you'd like to pay for some to be enchanted for you, we could add an order on commission.
How much would that be?
That would be 800 gold pieces.
Why would it be 800 gold pieces?
For the materials of the gauntlets, plus the level of the enchantment and the magical ability, that's the total cost for the actual method of enchantment.
Enchantment sounds hard.
It's quite difficult, yes.
Okay. Oh. Y'all trying to find whoever bought him and beat him up? I'm just like...
Okay. Last call. I'm headed into the back. Anything else?
Any darts?
I don't have darts, unfortunately. It's not a common request.
We can go to a weapon
You can go
shop
visit
and get
any
darts.
nearby tavern and just sort of take them.
Are you advocating that?
Certainly. I'll be.
How
I'm
dare you
certainly not.
steal?
I'll be right back.
In the name of the law, how dare
I'm sort of returning with this
Let's
enchanted
dogs.
rope that you have asked for. He sets one dagger out. He says, "We don't have a large stock of daggers, unfortunately, at the moment. This is just a weapon, a dagger that'll hit a little bit harder, hurt a little bit more. This would be 450 gold pieces. This is the rope, of course, that we said would be about 60. And you asked, I have a couple of rings here. This one he sort of pulls out. It's actually a couple of rings. This first one is a ring that will allow you to stand and move across any liquid surface as if it were solid ground. That one is going
That's
to
kinda
be
sick.
that one's going to be 275 gold pieces.
Not bad, but still.
This ring will keep you warm when it is particularly cold outside. If you're traveling up into the Alabaster Sierras, could be quite useful. This one is going to be 250 gold pieces. And finally, this ring will allow you to open it up. This ring will allow you to move a little bit quicker when swimming under the water, and this one will be 175 gold pieces.
Some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, nothing.
Did I forget anything that you were requesting?
I asked about some magic paper. I know you said something about speaking.
Oh yes, the earrings. Unfortunately, we don't have any, but it does look like we have a bit of stock in Amon. If you'll find your way over there that way anytime soon.
Well, for what were they? I don't think they were
earrings
going over
of far speech.
there. Okay.
So what if we go to Amon and they're all sold out?
Let's. You can always request, of course, that it be enchanted for you on commission.
For 800 gold?
It would be a little bit less, but the cost would depend on how many earrings and the level of distance you would want them to be able to cover. So anything here I can interest you folks in?
Personally, not today, but I appreciate you taking a look as to what you had in stock.
I'm interested in the climbing rope.
The climbing rope or the mending rope?
The climbing one, but not for me, really. I guess I would want to ask Liz, but if she would wants the climbing rope, but I don't know if Zoe's here.
Zoe is having some tech issues, but
Yeah.
you guys will be, I think, returning to Gilmore's to do cloak stuff.
Cloak magic. Or unless we find another place.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless you find
And like a local magic shop, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shop
Anything?
local.
Oh, hey, there she is.
Hi. I turned to Liz. I'm like, well, I was thinking we could get the earrings, and then you could like send one to your mom, and you could just like talk. But they don't have them here. So do you want a rope?
The tie it together rope?
Actually, I was thinking the climbing one.
I think I'm pretty good at climbing.
Okay, I didn't know if you wanted something to make you better at climbing. You could be like a super climber,
Maybe
duper
not
climber.
for climbing, but if it like ties to things, you could swing. So like you could jump and like latch it,
Spider-Man this shit.
and swing from
like on the
high
ship, like when you're
places.
going down from the nest and you like swing. You could be like that. You could just kind of throw it and do it stuff with it.
But you can do it anywhere now.
That could be really fun.
Riley's like, "Are y'all gonna break my game like this?"
Can I try it?
Unfortunately, we're not allowed to have items leave the shop, but if you're not happy with...
Are there like banisters in here?
I
Yeah, she
can't
could just-
allow that.
she could just
simply
swing from
can't
there.
allow
What
I
do you
promise
mean?
I'd be real careful.
I promise, I would certainly be fired.
No one has to know.
Ma'am, I appreciate it. If you're not happy with your purchase, I'll tell you what. You give me your name and you can come back and I will give you every penny of every piece of your gold back if you're unsatisfied with your purchase and its swinging capabilities.
Can I look and see if there are banisters here?
There are, but this man has the rope securely in his
He's like,
hands at this
How
moment.
hard do I think it would be to take this rope from this man?
It would not be incredibly hard, but he would certainly not be happy, and you would most certainly be asked to leave, if not have the guards brought to attention.
You know, that could be a real quick way to get us an audience.
I don't think we should do that. I don't think that's the way we should do it.
Please don't.
Do what your character would do.
This is a role-playing game. Fuck
Play
it.
your
You know, if
role.
you want to commit.
Do what your character would do, Zoe.
If y'all think that the climbing rope would be helpful for what we're trying to accomplish, I think it'd be fun, but
What are we trying to accomplish?
I will say the
I
rope,
just thought it would be really
mechanically,
cool.
he kind of explains this in character terms. It moves 10 feet on your turn when you first command it. It takes a bonus action to command. It moves 10 feet and then 10 feet on each of your turns additionally until it reaches its destination or you tell it to stop.
Oh, so it moves and ties itself.
Oh, okay.
So can you just throw it like normal though and have it tie itself to a spot?
You can command the other end to move towards a destination you choose. So if you threw it, I would say it would probably be a bonus action. If you hold on one end of the rope and use an action to speak the command where the rope animates, as a bonus action, you can command the other end to move towards the destination you choose. That end moves 10 feet on your turn when you first command it, 10 feet on each of your turns until reaching its destination, up to its maximum length away or until you tell it to stop. You can also tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object, to unfasten itself, to knot or unknot itself, or coil itself for carrying with a bonus action as well. So you could bonus action if you got it somewhere, say, tie yourself.
All right. So yeah, ideally you could be like, whoosh, and be like, tie.
Yeah,
Have it
and then
tied to
swing,
something.
You just
and then
hope
and
that
then
you get it in
use
the
your
right place.
Right.
Use
Yeah.
your bonus action next.
So,
Do we want to get it?
Even if we don't use it in that context, it's probably kind of useful to be able to
Yeah.
just climb something.
Honestly, yeah, still.
yeah, I mean, for people who can't cross a river, I'm sure it'd be helpful.
Yeah, that would
Who
be.
said at?
It's not me though.
Is that at? I don't remember who couldn't cross the river. Sirius?
You
No,
turned
I-
into a
I
frog.
fucking
Sirius
floated.
floated.
I floated, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We struggle with a bit.
Yeah.
Imagine walking through
the
a
climbing
river.
rope will be 60 gold pieces as well.
Okay. That'd be 12 each from us. If
Okay.
we want to
Do
split
you
it.
want to split that
5
one
ways.
evenly?
Yeah, I think that's fair, right?
Yeah,
I-
yeah. Let's
Thumbs
flip
up all
down 12.
around.
Mhm.
Okay.
Everybody cool with spending 12 gold? All
I
right.
can spend 20.
Whose inventory shall I put this?
Go ahead and put it in mine.
Chuck it in the bag of holding there.
That's 93. Okay.
Wonderful.
Wait, so is this not for Liz to swing around? No.
Oh, true. I mean, yeah. To be fair, it should probably go in Liz's. That's valid.
All right. Thank you for doing business, and if you do have that displacer reside, we would be happy to enchant that for you.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got. I think it's 4 days away from being done, so we'll probably be back in a little, like half a week.
Wonderful. We'll see you soon.
It's fun talking to you. Bye bye.
Does he then like disappear into the back?
He does not. He's just sort of at this front desk in which you've been talking with.
About to
Just sort of
swing.
turned around a little bit.
I was 100% going to hand Liz the rope so that she could swing. All right, I guess we should go.
Cool. As you all head out into the city of Whitestone, the rest of any shopping endeavors you wish to take ahead of you, and an audience with Lady Cassandra de Rollo on the horizon, that is where we will end our session for this week.
Nice.
Awesome.
Got a rope.
Awesome. Our shopping episode got us a rope. Let's go.
Let's go.
Successful shopping. Successful shopping.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. Folks, do we have somebody that we are rating tonight, or are we headed over to our channels? What are we thinking?
TPK roleplay up here. They're
Alright.
still streaming, doing some live play stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Well, we will go ahead and hang out with TPK Roleplay, and we will talk to you all soon.
There's a 5-second countdown.
Count us in, Freddie
Got it.
Benson.
It's gone.
Yay.
It's gone.